Well guys, progress report on Radiator. So, just taking her out for probably about 10-12 miles. No signs of fluctuation or anything like that. Didn't creep above the usual 4 bars. I was doing 60 in places and then stretched the legs a little bit more, just to sort of test the motor of it, try and put it under load, down windy back lanes, bumps, just to try and see if I could shake anything loose, come back, and yeah, there's no leaks on the pipes, no nothing, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this has fixed it. I'll have more of a progressive report, I suppose, if it does 4 days of work and continues after that. As I was saying, like in the videos, and there was a bit that I tried to put in, but it was very broken up. Obviously, I could see the coolant moving around the radiator, which was an indication to me that clearly the pump was working. And if the pump wasn't working, it would get very warm very quickly. And after like 15-20 minutes, the thermostat opened up, the coolant level dropped a little, and I didn't have any suspicions of foul play really, especially with the water pump. I didn't think that. Thermostat, no, not on this one. I mean, whether Rita's gone, I don't know, but that's a different story. But yeah, as I was saying to you, I mean, when it overheated and did I do a short video on it or something where I topped it up and squeezed the hose originally, the bottom hose, and it was peeing out the left hand corner, the old radiator, and as I was saying, it was leaking every time I stopped, and that's ultimately what caused it to break down the other day when I was up at Shrewsbury, primarily because I'd stopped for a coffee, and obviously it dripped coolant out, and obviously at that point it had obviously reached a level which was critical, and obviously started overheating and ended up having to go to Honda. And I wanted to use Radweld. Now I know, and I have heard stories of it, what it can do to the engine, and listening to Honda technician, I mean, yes, okay, I've got an MVQ in mechanics, but not to an extent where I'm a mechanic where I'm working on a bike every day. Alright, minus Rita, it felt like every day, but neither to say, they said to me, please don't use Radweld, you'll knock your head gasket. And you just think to yourself, yeah, okay, maybe, and this is the problem, as I was saying to him, 300 quid. But it's one of them, innit? 300 quid is far cheaper than a whole new bike. So, but yeah, so I thought I'd just give a little update, if you choose to watch it. Winnie, if going into, she's chewing her feet. Hello. So yeah, guys, fingers crossed we've fixed the issue. Next on my channel will be, I reckon, a completion video, sort of, on the other Forza, the rebuild Forza. Oh, just to note also, I noticed with this front bike, this current bike, should I say, the front wheel is feeling very funny, and it turns out the tyre's just about done. Check the date code on it. What was it? Beginning of 2019. The tyre's 4 years old, and it's looking 4 years old, and it's flattening in the middle and it's like ballooning. So yeah, when road gets challenging, you feel it. So that's another one on the list, another tyre. But I mean, either to say, I mean, if I get this other bike on the road, I mean, this bike, it'll be a good bike, you know. End of the day, I mean, that's why I spent the money. I spent the money on the Radiator, primarily because I don't want anyone else to have the issues, you know. Yes, I could put a second-hand Rad in it, and it could work, and it could be perfectly fine, and I could have saved a load of money. But I just would like that bit of guarantee that, you know, it's now good. Well, it should be good for the rest of its life, really, the bike. I think the thing is, with the 2017s and any older bikes, but then again, it can happen at any age, really, is it's the age, isn't it? You know, 2017, what's that? That's going on for 5-6 years old. So whether the actual part is thingy, it's the age that kills them. It's the age, it's the weather, it's just everything. And you know, seals go, solder joints go, whatever. And this is the battle that you face at 6 years old. You know, it's you know, end of the day, someone just can't have new bike life, unfortunately, as much as we would like to. So whilst I can't have a new bike life, you get to watch me document stuff like this on my channel, and you get to see the highs and lows of a Forza, which I really think is actually quite good, because also documenting it on a YouTube channel or posting it on the forums, it gives you a good personal encounter, I think. You know, it's alright debating about something on a forum, blah blah blah, but you know, to actually integrate people with your Forzas as a community, I think it's the best way of doing it, isn't it? You know, you get to solve issues, you get to see issues, you know, and I generally like it. You know, some people might say I'm talking like the own sound of my own voice, but either way you want to see it, yeah, I'm, you know, as I said before, I'm passionate about the bike. I enjoy the bike. It is a good bike, and yeah. So thank you very much. I will speak to you again soon, and hopefully, as I've said, this is the final chapter of this one. This is now over, hopefully, and we can now move on to the rebuild bike, officially finishing it off, you know, getting it into Honda, getting it inspected, getting an MOT on it, and finally putting it to use, because I would like to see that. But anyway, I'll leave it here. I mean, if you have watched this for 10 minutes, I appreciate it very much. I know it can be very boring listening to somebody without any action going off, but I just sometimes like to put a story to things, and if you like to join along on that journey, I appreciate it very much. So yeah, so from me and Winnie, we'll speak to you again soon. Cheers guys, bye.